In this video I'm going to give you tips on or thoughts on raising a highly sensitive kid. My name is Mariana and I have I have 6 kids from the age 4 to 19 and at least 4 of them are highly sensitive. I didn't know what highly sensitive was until a short while ago. I just thought, if you read on Facebook you can see all those parents who are always overprotecting their highly sensitive kids like they're some flower and can't do anything at all. And everything I've heard is negative about high sensitivity. And then I stumbled upon a video on YouTube that said 10 problems only highly sensitive people know about. So I went through that and thought, maybe I got 2. I had 8. I was like, what the flamingo? And then I found another video, and from that I went to a homepage that was about, are you highly sensitive? When you have quiz, I put a link in the comments. And I don't remember how many questions, I think it's 27 or something like that. And if you're, at least I have 24. If you have 14, you're highly sensitive. So I was like, okay. It was quite funny. I told my husband and my big kids that were in the living room, I think I'm a highly sensitive personality. And they just looked at me, no shit, Sherlock, like that's obvious. And okay. But what it is my brain reacts more to things. You can actually see it if they've made research. I think this is genius. 20% of the population of humans, and actually animals, and I'm a veterinarian, so I find that so interesting, they are more careful. When they see more and things sound louder, it's not that they are louder, just that my brain, gives a bigger poof, I don't know, bigger color on the pretty picture when they take it. And that also means when I go to a crowded place with many, like to the mall or something, I get so tired. I've used all the spiritual tools. Close in your energy. Make a big white light around your egg or something. And it actually didn't work. I don't know if you're allowed to say that. But when I saw this research, I was like, I got it. Okay. It's because I see more, basically. I react more to how people feel, even people I don't know. The research says this directly. That I have bigger emotional, and that's not like, I can't choose. I can't decide just because I see a sad person to not have emotional reaction, or a happy person, or a kid arguing. Sounds are also really, I don't like loud sounds. It's a good idea when you have 6 kids, but 4 of them are highly sensitive, so it's not that bad, and sometimes I just go away a little bit and allow them to be kids and loud. That comes with the job. But on kids and high sensitivity, with 4 kids, I don't want to overprotect my kids. I want them to be able to live in a normal world, so they have, most of them, gone to a common school. And things like, they have stress symptoms, my kids, and when they get physical stress symptoms, that worries me a lot. I've had 2 kids that one got migraines, like extreme migraines, and would lie on the couch and just throw up from pain, and got stomach issues too. And another one got such severe stomach issue from constipation that the usual medicine from the doctor didn't help. You had to get something a little bit more extreme, and the symptoms come back again and again. And this is despite the school actually being okay, especially for one. The other one was bullied a bit, so I ended with moving that kid to another school that had smaller rooms. And why do they react like this? All the kids are nice, the teachers are nice, but we have a lot of kids in a small room and it's really noisy and there's a lot going on. I also have one kid that actually, when something is happening, they're going on a bike ride and come back, something for a day, that in the evening, often cries from exhaustion and the day after get physical symptoms. I can't send a kid to school with a fever. I'm a vet. I know fever only comes, I thought fever only came from infection, but believe me, stress can give that too. And or symptoms, whether they throw up or something like that. Big tummy ache. And then I can't send them to school. I've had many discussions with the teacher. What can we do? So we ended up buying noise-canceling headphones because you can still hear, people talk, but you take the top of the noise. Also, my kid can go, when appropriate, to another room to study, so you don't sit with everyone. And closing your eyes for 30 seconds is one of the best things that's for grown-ups too, by the way, to calm down, because you take in so much through your eyes. And my daughter actually said, we're not allowed to close our eyes for a long time. The teacher just says we have to open them and concentrate on what we're supposed to be doing. I got a bit angry, but I decided that I don't know the circumstances in which this was said. And of course, the kids should be allowed to close their eyes. But I didn't know how this said, so I kindly asked the teacher, I know my daughter says it's not allowed to close your eyes, but can she? Because such and such, like I've just explained you, and of course she was allowed to close her eyes, just no problem. And a highly sensitive kid also picks up on hints around. You don't have to yell at the highly sensitive, that's just overkill. I know a gentle reminder of the rules is enough, and sometimes that's almost too much too. If we never raise our voice at the kids, yeah, right. When that happens, because they've not been listening for way too long and we talk a little bit louder, I have 3 kids that usually cry. Wouldn't it be nice to be a perfect parent? Anyway, I'm very much about allowing kids to have feelings and not criticize the feelings. It's okay to be sad, it's okay to be angry, it's okay to be tired. And don't ignore your feelings and don't ignore your body. It's so important. We've been taught too much to ignore our body. Raise your hand, that's been told in school when you're a kid. Don't go to the toilet and says it's recess. Why? Why do you teach someone to ignore a basic need like that? I know, because, you can't have 10 kids running to the bathroom all the time, or toilet. But why did we put so many kids in a class that we have kids reacting? They can't go to the toilet because they disturb too much, and some are acting out, some are not, and getting stress symptoms. Small kids with stress symptoms. It was an 8-year-old. My kid started with stress symptoms. It's not normal. It's not okay. We have to change this. And by the way, I think teachers need to get better paid than bank people. Wall Street. We don't have Wall Street, but you know what I mean. Priorities are just so wrong. I have more thoughts on this, so it's probably going to be video number 2 one time, but now I don't remember what I've already told you, so I have to watch this second round. And if you want more thoughts, share your thoughts in the text. I would love that. And remember, don't criticize other parents unless they're, doing something extremely dangerous, like beating up the kids. I criticize that. But normal parenting is normal. We don't have to do everything the same way, and it is not one way. The first thing first, when you have 6 kids, I usually in parenting groups can answer, you can't say, if you do this, this will happen. It doesn't work like that, because I can say, for some of my kids, when I did this, this happened. For other kids that didn't work, I had to do something else. So I can give advice, use it if it fits. Otherwise, ignore it, and please subscribe.